Howdy, and welcome to the trailer video for Legacy Weekly. If you've come here, you've probably heard of the Minecraft Legacy SMP, but if not, I'll walk you through it and how we plan to interact with the series as it goes along. The Legacy SMP is a private Minecraft server hosting a number of diverse, talented creators. Over the past few weeks, they've already been raising beautiful bases, tidy shops, and rather confusing controversy that happens to have a bell at its literal center.
What? The hidden bell of spawn don't read, it's gone!
Let's hope Solidarity doesn't try to make another for-profit tourist attraction anytime soon. Here on Legacy Weekly, we'll cover all videos and try to cover streams as well between Thursday and Wednesday. The remaining Thursday and Friday we'll use to piece that week's video together. Our main reason for existing is to summarize that week's events in a humorous manner, inserting a pinch of references along the way. Have you heard of Hermitcraft Recap? We certainly have, and we're basing Legacy Weekly's concept quite a bit off them for a different server. We're aware that this channel has begun late and that Legacy is well underway. However, this is just the first season, and we're fans, presumably just like you watching. Legacy Weekly is in no way affiliated with the server itself, so we've started from the beginning just like you all. Of course, we still recommend that you go watch at least a few of the episodes yourselves. We're here to review the overarching storyline of Legacy. As funny and memorable as many moments already are...
What? Well, look at that amount of creepers!
Hey guys, I am Dolly and welcome back. Viggerman is no more, and this is now my channel.
No! God, it's the paratrout. I'm gonna hit him with my trousers.
Win for your one true king!
I did it. Let's go!
Yeah! Oh, GG, Bedman! I love you, Bedman!
That's what you love to see.
I love you.
We simply can't include them all from 15 uploaders. Now, let's jump right in, shall we? This week's episode will be the base location of each of the Legacies, as well as what they've generally been doing for their first steps. Starting off with Avomance, who begins his legacy in a heavily modified villager house, moving into a more classic starter home afterwards when he realizes how much everyone else has been building.
We're going to do something with this, because this is off of rubbish.
When Viggerman comes around to sell a mega enchanted fishing rod, he negotiates the crap out of it, bringing Viggo's original price of 20 diamonds to a couple of wandering trader level plants, then to 3 diamonds. He does some enchanting of his own at Fwip's subscription-based enchanting room. This room is also used by the server's late arrival, dang that's a long name, or S Major. He too constructs a classic looking starter house, along with a floaty cow farm and gearing up with an enchanted diamond set in his first, and as of now, only episode. Overseeing a large portion of the economy is the ceaselessly active Fwip, putting a community map board and public enchanting room early on. He constructs a nice cottage with a tower, then heads to Spawn Village to trade redstone blocks with Logical Geeky Boy via his poor man shulker box. Yeah, that's not making a reference to another popular SMP, signing up for Stinger as well. His projects on Legacy are already looking epic, building a small lovely mountain with another portal inside that he titles Flower Mountain.
Because I was passing through this little area and there was nothing here, nothing.
Yeah, this Flower Mountain and now another cave.
Going through this portal, he links it to the nether roof with Mystical Sausage and creates the first shop in the district it belongs in, selling bone blocks. And he fights the freaking Wither.
No matter how much you play Minecraft, this is always a terrifying thing to do. Look, that's a scary face! That's a scary face!
Throughout a single episode, he calls a redstone block a diamond block, a note block a jukebox, and a data pack a mod. That really makes you think, do the Legacies with all their building talent really know their game? Speaking of games, Seanbits and Viggerman come up with their first one of the server, Stinger. Players who want to play enter the game free of charge by tossing a named piece of paper into the system. Every so often, a name appears inside the bounty barrel, and whoever wants to become the Stinger may dress up, grab the sword, and go on the hunt, assuming the target is not AFK. If the Stinger manages to kill them, the target owes the Stinger a favor. If the target retaliates and kills the Stinger must pay a diamond. People can remove their name from the barrel by checking back and pressing the button, hopefully before the Stinger finds out. When he's not working on the minigame, Viggo builds up a traditional AFK fisher, animal farms, and a slime farm next to his self-proclaimed humble abode. He also runs a petting business with the panda he found wandering around in the jungle, charging a diamond per 2 bamboo to feed George. As he builds up the surrounding houses, he employs some sneaky tactics to reel in more diamonds from customers. Hey, no one ever said he couldn't buy his own slime.
And maybe
like so. And now it kind of looks like people have been buying a lot of slime balls. So people coming over will now think, oh shoot, I really gotta get some of these.
On the other hand, Sean Bits invests in a hobbit hole as his starter base, and a zombie grinder as his source of rotten flesh and XP. A villager breeder is set up as well, providing him with mending books for days and an excuse to start up a mini shop.
I'm gonna spell shop like this, because it's exquisite.
We, the audience, soon find out that he is in close association with Bedman and Spruce Wayne. Not going to comment.
I'm Batman.
Appearing in several streams, Chimney Swift and Vigaman find out from this that parrots actually dance to jukeboxes.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's something. I don't know.
Just let him take it in. Just let him take it in.
Enchanted books are all the rage on Legacy, Archelaus being no exception. After several nights of AFK fishing and getting a magically bound salmon head dispensed onto his noggin by Sausage, he opens a small library of shiny volumes from the watery depths with upgraded fishing rods off to the side. Having been replaced by a mushroom in the opening party, he's late to get started, but when he does, he signs up for Stinger and digs out a place for himself to live, and a voice of reason speaks. As he goes around his hidey hole, he mentions that,
Now, I'm not going to be working on a hobbit hole because right now a lot of very famous people are working on hobbit holes, and if you work on a hobbit hole right now, you will be accused of cheating. So, not cheating, of copying.
good on you to realize. To get back at Sausage after realizing the suspicious stew shop he sets up sells stew that mostly came from him, he does the logical thing and builds upwards pointed mushroom udders atop Sausage's castle turrets. Not only is that one heck of an organic product advertisement, it makes the surrounding chimneys look very, very suggestive. Germsy Boy doesn't miss out on any opportunities, buying a bunch of books from Archelaus and signing up for Stinger. He gets back into his element of crazy cool build, turning his base into a cottage, road gate, stables, and blacksmith all in medieval style.
Okay. My little starter area here is really starting to come together. I just need to add a few more details on this side, and I think we'll be pretty much done here.
Gemini Tay gets right back into her own element of wowing the crew with her building services, hosting a Build Class 101 in her first episode with basically half of the whitelist.
Pillar with the dirt,
I'm watching.
right?
Oh my.
Stone
Wow.
brick.
Before.
Game changing.
Wow.
I know. The
Ooh.
texture, look at that.
Okay.
Absolutely gorgeous. I know.
After setting down roots in a riverside windmill and tweaking it to her pleasure, she finds her services in demand from Fwip, who pays her to build a custom towering oak tree, and Solidarity, who pays her to change his entire starter house.
Jimmy!
Fishing!
Jimmy!
I love to fish! I love to fish!
Jimmy, what are you doing?
Solidarity's base goes through development from Dirt Cube to a medieval house to a Gemini Tade medieval house, which is ironic since she was the one who bamboozled him to death in the first place. This, Gemini is sure to remind him of down the line.
It's your house!
Why is there bamboo in there?
Welcome home!
Gem, why is there bamboo in there?
It's an aesthetic.
His survivalist attitude falls flat after his first episode as he's killed twice by Gemini's bamboo and a random witch. Despite this, he signs up for Stinger. Then, of course, this happens.
I'm not here. I'm not here. Wait, no, I'm not here.
No!
The Spawn Bell attraction is set up by Solidarity and is quick to raise attention and be promptly robbed. In response, he constructs an interview basement to interrogate S Major, Pearlescent Moon, and Sausage, gleaning about as much information from them as he would have from Nashcrafter's fortune teller. Along with Gemini, they take Solidarity on a wild bell chase that consequently results in his third and fourth deaths.
Real's oath.
Look at me! I'm Jimmy, everybody! Watch me! I'm the greatest private detective in all the land! Would you like to find my bell?
Nash's fortune-telling faction has kicked off, with her constructing 2 old-fashioned circus tents and a large aqua one for her base and a small red and orange one for her servicing villager. Customers can receive their fortune cookie or not cookie at a rate of $1 per. Before this, she'd roamed the mountainous coast with her trusty steed and hound, staking a claim onto an ocean monument after a struggle and a brutal guardian death. Afterwards, she purchases a pair of villagers from Sausages for $5 per, then settles down to launch her faction.
Well, that's one of the things. I love using the barrel blocks so much because they're such a cool block. Like, they're so pretty, and They're great except for when you have villagers, and every single villager that you have just wants to become a fisherman.
Mythical Sausage has been highly active, so active in fact that he passive-aggressively robs Nash of a Fortune 3 book from the fortune-telling stand that he provided the villager for.
Man, that was a good such good fortune. It's the best fortune ever I've ever seen. This is so good. That's like, wow, Nash, wow.
Let's see if his luck will turn out badly this season. Trading up with Book Hat villagers from the start of the season, he builds a small but very detailed stone castle, complete with stables that he fills up with a dog, 3 horses, and an uncountable number of cats. Oh, and also this salmon he holds very dearly. In his End Raid episode, he heads out to the Cheese Rock Cosmos with the blue team, empties out a city, and inevitably falls into the void. Once he respawns, Sausage is gifted with a pair of elytra from Sean Bit, ramping his spirits right back up. Sausage's multiple shops include sugarcane for 3 stacks a diamond, suspicious stew for 3 bowls a diamond, and chests and barrels for 16 a diamond. He makes a 0-tick sugarcane farm and several large fields of crops, both of which are implemented into his newly constructed hobbit hole. And as a more recent addition, a basement shrine that displays his player kills on a quartz pillar podium. And it's in this basement we find the first attempted sting of Legacy, Vigaman going after Sausage. Sausage got the upper hand, yoinking Vigo's head and immediately putting it onto an armor stand. The second attempted sting, also a bust, was Germsy Boy interrupting Sean Bits in his parrot ritual, taking a flaming arrow to the face.
Me? No, don't, no.
Pearlescent Moon was fortunate enough to not have been online when her name appeared in the bounty barrel. In most of her streams, she's been doing major base work, making beautiful, uniquely styled houses, trying to collect every variety of the Minecraft feline possible, going on end raids, and getting help from Fwip and Sausage in digging out a man-made pond. Recently, she started on an enormous mushroom in the shopping district in anticipation of selling mushrooms, and during that particular stream, she mentioned that she, Sliced Lime, Gemini, and Vigo are planning on building in the steampunk district once their sources and time allow. Sliced Lime is one of the several legacies that takes a general early tour of the map, doing so after building another quite classic-looking starter home. He raids a fortress, starts a proper Minecraft-based mine, and becomes a magnet for creepers.
You need to die now. Holy smokes! And... oh!
Upon discovering that he accidentally trapped the entire server on the nether roof, he heads into hell to explode the bedrock layer and reopen the non-void part of the dimension back up. Chimney Swift's Holy Honey Chapel does not go unnoticed. The transformed village church attracting several legacies, he mentions his building inspiration for the project and how much effort it took him to secure the atmospheric bees.
If anyone else on the server is watching this, I would like to politely ask not to disturb the bees in here. This actually took me a lot of work to create, and the atmosphere and vibe that's going on in here, I really don't want to have to redo, so...
As his second base, he starts on a hobbit hole castle. Are we noticing a theme here? Moving his entire stock of possessions from one location to another. As a third challenger to the castle aesthetic, Logical Geek Boy constructs an epic dirt castle on a similar scale to Sausage's. On a stroke of luck, he finds 2 skeleton spawners within productive distance of one another, which he soon finds out when experimenting with placing himself between the 2. With this double productivity, he sets up a skeleton grinder, making him enough bone to sell bone blocks at a competitive price to Fwips. He goes door to door for a bit, making a fair sum of blue rocks from 2 diamonds a stack.
10 diamonds for 5 stacks, yeah? And
Perfect.
I'm very serious. If even a single block has got osteoporosis, I'm bringing them back.
Don't worry. These are top quality. I can vouch for it. It's going to be awesome. Thanks so much.
And finally, there's Catherine Elizabeth, who to date has only put up 1 legacy-related stream. Her base then was a birchwood cottage in the middle of a shallow lake. Throughout her stream, she has an overall look around of the server. In other news, the big black space lizard fight. Medieval style, each player is only allowed to use leather armor, a stone sword, a water bucket, and a bow and arrow. 2 teams, Sausage and Logical Geek Boy, chosen by Dispenser, dress up into their respective uniforms and head to the desolation of Smog. Bedman takes the advancement for Mythical Sausage team after a fast-paced dragon battle, and the dragon egg is now on display at spawn, proclaiming Sausage as the true king. According to the Legacy SMP Twitter, this is the first of several dragon battles to come very soon. What we're disappointed by is that Bedman brought none of the beds with him as his main weapon.
I need something. All I've got is the paratrout. I'm going to hit him with my trousers.
Win for your one true king!
I did it, let's go!
Did you
Yes!
get it?
Yes!
absolutely clapped. That's what you love to see.
That's going to do it for this Legacy Weekly episode. We haven't gone through the stream day of March 21st, and we definitely didn't have time to make sure this first episode is as detailed as we wanted it to be. If we missed anything major, please let us know in the comments below. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Our writer is Noteworthy59, our editor is Hollow Knight, and my name is Garawesomeness. See you next Saturday for week 2 of Legacy Weekly.